Hi guys, Kelsey Merrill here. I just wanted to share a quick video about my hair. So, kind of funny, but everywhere I go, everybody asks me about my hair. They ask me how I get so long, how it looks so healthy, how it looks so just moist and hydrated. And so, at least twice a week, I'm like sitting down with people telling them my whole regimen for my hair. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, give you some tips, because every time somebody tells me that I just can't grow my hair, it's just, I don't have the genes for it. Growing your hair is not all genetics. It's 99.9% of how you treat your hair and what you put on your hair. So today I'm just going to go over some products that I use. I'm not sponsored. I'm just sharing what I do and what works for me. So, number one is Trader Joe's shampoo. It is the best. We'll go over what it doesn't have and what your shampoo does have. I also use this Tea Tree Tingle conditioner. Also, I use this KMS Moisture Repair. We'll go over how I use it. I don't use it how it's said. I do it a little bit differently. But number one thing is every one of you right now can go look at what's in your shampoo, and I guarantee they have all of these items, which is so scary because you're not just putting it on your hair, you're putting it on your whole body as you're washing it off, you're putting it on your scalp, which everything you touch and everything you're around seeps into your body to some degree or another. So go look at your shampoos. The things you don't want in your shampoo are dimethicone. My husband, who's in a medical program, is going to kill me because I'm going to say all of these wrong. But just think, if you can't say it, you probably shouldn't have it in your body or on your body. But the dimethicone actually is what makes your hair shiny. So 99.9% of shampoos have it. But Canada has actually banned it because it's such a harsh chemical that a lot of beauty products don't have to go through the FDA here in America, so it's a scary thing. Also, sodium lauryl sulfate, SLES, and ammonium lauryl sulfate are both really harsh detergents. So don't put them on your hair. Don't put them even near your body. And it took me a long time to find a shampoo that didn't have any. Just remember, laurels, stay away from. Also, sodium lauryl sulfate. So there's sodium lauryl sulfate and ammonium lauryl sulfate. Scary. But they actually, all three of these chemicals actually destroy your hair. Over time, it makes it really dry, strips out all of your own essential oils, and it's breaking down the proteins that are in your hair, which is actually destroying your hair, making it so it can't grow, making it so it's not hydrated at all. So doing the opposite of what you're trying to do, grow your hair out, right? Okay. Also, you want to look for products that have any sort of synthetic perfumes or synthetic coloring. So that pink shampoo that you're using is actually really bad for your hair. It's not helping at all. It's actually ruining your hair and you don't even know it. So the Trader Joe's one is actually really good. It's clear. It's not a pretty purple color that is fun to put in your hair and appealing to look at, but it is so good for your hair. It's so good for it. Also, one of the biggest chemicals in shampoo and conditioner is alcohol. And I know all of us have used hand sanitizer, I hope at least. And after you put it on your hands and your hands feel dry, that's a reason. Alcohol is very stripping, takes out any sort of bacteria, anything gross growing, but also for your hair, it just strips any amount of moisture that your hair had before. So bad. Okay, so I'm just going to talk really quick about what I do with my hair. It's probably different than anything you've ever done for your own hair, but I can promise that it will change your hair. So let me give you a little peek here. My hair is really long. I'll show you a full body how long it is. It comes to about the middle of my hips right now. And 2.5 years ago, it was up to here. Super short. And before that, it was even longer. It was below my butt cheeks. It got to the point where I was like looking like a polygamist who would never even cut her hair. You know them, those people. Not that they're bad. It's just not the look that I was going for in my daily routine of just becoming a mom and, you know, the life I was living. So I'm going to go over kind of what I do in the shower, after the shower, everything like that. Okay, so this might be a little different than anything you've ever done before, but I only wash my hair every 3 days. So I'm very specific about that. I also only brush my hair, even if it's just brushing with my fingers to get tangles out. I only do that in the shower. So I start by shampooing. Once again, the tea tree tingle. Go get it. It's like $4 and it'll last you 3 or 4 months. It'll last forever. So I get my shampoo. I'm really specific to not get any shampoo on my ends. I get it just around my scalp here. Go with underneath on the bottom where your hairline meets your neck, just around there, around your ears, through the top. Then when you're rinsing out, I pull my hair up all like this. I mean, your hair is all wet, but I just get in the shower and rinse it like this. So I just make sure that all the shampoo runs down me rather than through my hair. Because 99% of the time, I don't need to wash the bottom of my hair unless I've gone swimming or something to that degree. So what it's doing is it's just stripping out the grease from when we touch our hair, from when our kids touch our hair, from when, you know, we have excess amount of grease from our scalp, things like that. So it's not stripping out any of the oils that we have throughout the rest of our hair. Then I condition. Once again, tea tree tingle, Trader Joe's. It's great. This is not sponsored. This is totally just what I do in my own life. And I just grab a lot of conditioner. It's usually like fills about my palm. I mean, you know, like half my palm, the inside of my palm. And then I just work it through. I just work it through my whole hair. And then I leave that in for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on, you know, how long it's taking me to shave my legs, do my routine, washing my face, things like that. Then I grab my brush. So I just use this brush. I can attest to your brush not working. This just happens to be the one that I use. It's just a big flathead brush with thick bristles. And I start from the bottom and just work my way up, all the way up till you get to the top, and then you get to the point where you can brush through your whole scalp, everything. You'll get to that point. But it's important to only brush with the conditioner in. You'll see big globs of conditioner. Your brush will be covered white, conditioned, and just know that it's so good for your hair. Every time you brush your hair and it's dry, and you look down at the sink and you have all of these hairs sitting everywhere, it's just your hair breaking. It's the brush dripping your hair. It's your dry spots that you have just breaking down everywhere. So that's definitely not what you want. We're trying to do the opposite of that, grow your hair out, not have all these broken ends, all these dry ends. So only brush your hair in the shower. It's gonna be hard. I can guarantee you it's hard. Day 1, after brushing my hair, I curl it, or I put minimal heat, minimal heat. So I curl it. By day 2, I usually have it in a braid, or I have a hat on, or, you know, I can still wear it down. Like curling it like this, I'll be able to leave it like this for 3 days. Just slight body waves. And by day 3, usually it's up in a bun, and that's when I bring out my hat, because it gets to the point where it is hard to deal with. I mean, it's a little bit tangly. I can still put my fingers through it, but it's not to the point where I'd want to curl it again, if that makes any sense. I could, but I would just rather wait and enjoy my heat days when I can use it for 3 days. I also don't own a blow dryer. So heat is really harsh on your hair. It's already exposed to heat. I live in Arizona and 110 degrees is a constant here. So your hair is already exposed to heat, opening the oven, cooking, things like that. The last thing you want to do is add more heat. So I shower at night and I actually let my hair air dry. That's kind of a big thing for me because I'm able to do that, being that I read books or I watch movies or I'm with my husband, things like that, to where I can shower at night. I don't have the time to shower in the morning at all. So that's what I do. I also pull my hair completely back when I sleep, every time I sleep. So it can't get tangled. That's when most of your tangles happen, is sleeping. So how I do it is I actually grab my hair up like this, pin it with just a clip or bobby pins, depending on what I have, and then I braid the bottom. Just braid it tight or loose. Depends what I want it to look like the next day. So with what you do at night, it'll determine kind of how your hair looks. Right after you get out of the shower, your hair is very susceptible to how you shape it. So I do a braid and it comes out like beachy waves the next day. Or if I do it tight, just like in a bun like this, it comes out wavy. Things you can do at night to kind of prep for the next day. So I'm also going to tell you about this KMS Moisture Repair. It's Revival Cream. And after I get out of the shower, I've been out of the shower about 10 minutes. My hair is, not dry, but the ends are slightly dry and it's not dripping by that point. I've rubbed it with a towel. I put about a nickel size in my palm, spread it between both hands. I have some on each. Grab this side, put it just on my ends. Still have it in this hand. Grab this side, put it just on my ends. So since I started doing this about 3 years ago, I do not get split ends at all. You can kind of tell. I used to be blonde about 5 years ago. I don't color my hair very often. And I kind of like the ombre look I have going. I'm a little behind the times, but no split ends at all. I used to be able to sit and like grab one hair and tear it apart. Just sit there bored, tearing my hair apart. And I can't do that anymore because I don't have any split ends and it's such a blessing. So, moral of the story is only shower every 3 days. Use these 3 products. $4. This is a little bit more expensive. It's about $10 to $14 depending where you get it. I try to get it on Amazon and it's usually a bit cheaper. But it all lasts 3 to 4 months. And it's so good for your hair. X out all the harsh chemicals. I like to consider myself kind of a naturalist. And I'm going to go over some more videos, things I do with my kids, things I do with myself, because every chemical or thing that we put on our bodies or on us or around our children affects you, and it's really important to have healthy items. So comment, ask any questions. I can attest to it working for everybody, but it's what works for me. And my hair, let's see if I can come back here, is really long, like long and luscious. It's so fun. I love it right now. I'm kind of thinking of cutting it, but we'll see. But it's what works for me. It's great. It is going to be an adjustment because it's kind of going against everything you normally do. Brush your hair every morning, curl your hair every morning, do things like that. But if you take these measures, your hair can look still just as great, but be even healthier, longer, more luscious. So comment, let me know if you have questions, subscribe to my page. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, and we'll see you later. Thanks for following. Bye, guys.